Hey there guys, welcome back to Cruising Tarot. We're going to play a little game here. It's going to be a political type of reading. It's going to be done a little different. I'm going to cover some of the cabinet members in Trump's administration. So I'm not going to cover everybody, maybe the more typical names you've seen online or the more popular ones. So I do this because Trump is a Gemini just like me since JFK. So before anybody questions that, I'm not here for or against him because I think we need to be as neutral as possible when it comes to these type of readings. That's just me. So if you guys love him, hate him, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. So, and you shouldn't care if I do or not. So here we go. I try to do as unbiased as I can. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to pull 5 in total. Let's see here. For Trump first. And then we'll continue with the rest. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Trump. Let's do Vance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get these out of the way. Pause it. Alright, let's check on my dog because he was acting kind of bizarre. So let's do, who's next? Oh yeah, Tulsi. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll start with the reading. Then we got Rubio. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we got Musk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What else do we have here? Kennedy. Let's do Kennedy next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I get more? Hold on a second. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5. Okay. It's weird that these are the ones I'm grabbing for each one in it. And then McMahon. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Trump, Vance, Tulsi, Rubio, Musk, bizarre. And like the eye is bizarre. I'm just saying. And then Kennedy, which is interesting because it's like a royalty type of card. So I find that interesting. And this is McMahon. All right. So let me go ahead and put them in an order of some sorts and get started with Trump first. I'm just gonna read them as is. I don't think I'm gonna read reversals. And let's get started. So Trump. What we got for Trump? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the first thing, well, this can go here actually, like this, right? Let's do it this way. Yeah. Okay, so we got Trump there, and I'm using my my sheets that are online on Etsy if you guys are interested in purchasing these. Okay, so I'm using these because I need to promote these sheets more often. This is going to be like an action type of sheet, and it's available already for sale for a low price of $5, I think. And then I'm going to do the red flags, green flags, and then blessings and obstacles. All right, so when it comes to Trump, let's go over the action we need to be aware of right now. And we have the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Wands, right? And the Knight of Wands action pursues passionately, has options where player energy takes bold risks. So this talks about Trump possibly taking a bold risk here, being passionately driven to do something here. So he wants to come in, he wants to do something. Sometimes the Knight of Spears or Knight of Wands is somebody here that doesn't really think about things very well. I'm a Gemini too, so trust me, I feel that way sometimes. So I think I can kind of resonate when it comes to him like that. That's it. That sometimes I really think things through and take a certain action that may have certain, ripple effects that I didn't really think about. But if you have a whole cabinet, you should have potential options or disasters that can happen afterwards. But I'm just saying. All right, so that's the action we're talking about. He's thinking about taking some bold action where a lot of people are going to be even shocked. Okay, I don't think it's going to be huge because it's just a knight, but I think it's still bold. Whatever this is more bold than more stable. All right, let's go ahead and go over his green flag. At this time, we have the Justice. Again, these are all my sheets. If you guys are welcome to purchase them, and then you can read on your own. We have the Justice when it comes to the green flag. And this is green flag being fair, honest, and accountable. So he's working towards some kind of justice here, balancing some kind of accountability or taking accountability of some sorts. All right. Now, when it comes to the red flag, we have the Hierophant. We have major arcanas for him when they green or red. And the red flag is judgmental, stuck in tradition, rule obsessed. So he's very judgmental when it comes to handing some kind of judgment here too. So that's the red flag when it comes to him at the moment. And then let's look at an obstacle he is going to be facing. And we have the 8 of Spears, which is the 8 of Wands. That's a lot of action, a lot of communication, a lot of things happening. You know, why is that like reminding me like of bombs or something like that? Because it looks like it's coming in. Weapons are coming in pretty quick. So when it comes to obstacles for him in my sheet, which you guys are welcome to purchase on Etsy.com, and the link in the description box will be there. And it's what he sees as obstacles: chaotic, delayed, and scattered. So what I think it is, also just based on looking at it, is being able to fight through a lot of communication. So he's focused on something, being able to do something, making it simple, but there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of online media shit that's making things so complicated for him, is what it's telling me. Now when it comes to a blessing he's going to be getting, again, major arcana here, which is interesting for him, is joyful cheer and life affirming. So I think whatever he's going to do, he's going to do it, and he's going to get confirmation that's going to feel energetic. Like he's going to get confirmation on someone that gives him the energy of some sort. So there's somebody here, in my opinion, that he feels very influenced by, that he's going to feel happy. They're going to give him the thumbs up of something that he's done or about to do. Okay, so this is what I got for Trump. Up next is Vance. All right, let's go ahead and pull Vance. However it comes out. All right, again, I'm using my sheets that are available on Etsy.com. The information in the description box below. All right, so Vance, what is the action we need to be aware of? Whenever this video comes out, or this year, it doesn't matter. We have the 2 of Cups, a mutual thing. Something's happening mutually for Vance. This could be he's reaching out, reconciling, partners up. So he's partner up with somebody. He's making a deal with someone, is what it's telling me. Like, for example, why am I thinking? Is he still wanting to run for president in 2028, I think it is? And if so, he's going to choose a running person. There's rumors about whether Trump is going to rerun it again. There was, believe it or not, there was one president, if you look it up, that's ran 4 terms, one after the other. I can't remember his name, but that happened a long time ago, like in the 1920s, I think. But anyways, so it would be out of this world for Trump to run again? No. He feels justified somehow. But what I'm saying, it's happened before. So it's nothing like it's never happened before. It's happened before. But I don't think Vance would like this. I think Vance wants to be president if he's going to run for it. So the eye on the prize would be that seat versus assisting kind of thing. But he's already like going towards someone. He's protecting himself by making this choice. All right. So let's go ahead and look at his green and red flags. When it comes to his green flag, we have the High Priestess. And for him, this means, let me clear my throat, respectful, privacy, emotionally aware, intuitive. So he respects others' privacy. He can keep secrets when they need to be kept, something like that. When it comes to his red flag, though, we have a cup. And cups usually talks about emotions, right? We have Knight of Cups. The red flag for him is love bombing, emotionally inconsistent, backs out of promises. So there's potential where he can't keep a promise of some sorts, and it could be just romantically. It doesn't have to be with us. Now let's go ahead and move forward with his obstacles and blessings. When it comes to his obstacles, we have the Knight of Wands, someone who hasn't given up, someone who is persistent, right? And in my sheet, which you still can purchase online, is before I remove them, we have the 9 of Wands as obstacle is someone who's paranoid, exhausted, and jaded. So if someone feels like they're fighting a never-ending battle, or what's the point kind of energy fighting this? So, okay, so what blessing is he going to receive? Wands again, we have the Queen of Wands. The blessing is magnetic, confident, inspiring. I think he'll have some kind of appeal to either the feminine voters or something. He's going to have some kind of appeal overall. All right. Up next is Tulsi. Sorry, I forgot to hit the play button, but I have to go check on my dog. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and get started with Tulsi. We're going to be looking at Tulsi's actions that we need to be aware of. And we have the star. Star represents renewal, hope, inspiration, being guided somehow. But in my sheet, again, you can purchase online at Etsy.com, then information in the description box. We have support your new faith. So there's a calling for her to encourage something. She's going to be supporting something. And then she's going to renew some kind of hope and faith in something that's going to be inspirational for others. That's what's happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at her green and red flags. From the green flags, we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups usually represents someone who has to walk away from something, but only sometimes it could also mean to me it's like someone who walks away to do better or become a better version or to work on themselves. Not necessarily just walking away. But when it comes to a green flag for her, it means willing to leave what's empty, seek step, follow inner truth. So she's following her truth when it comes to some kind of faith. She's following the faith and truth. That's connected for her. All right. Now, when it comes to a red flag, we have the King of Pentacles. For her is controlling with money, materialistic, work first, and feeling second. So she's more driven about what's not only practical, logical, economically, money-wise. She looks at things at value versus emotions. You know, emotions come next. I don't think emotions should be matter more than truth or facts. And I don't think facts or emotions should always matter more than emotions either. Like I think there should be a balance in a way, but ultimately the truth is the truth. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at her obstacles and her blessings. And the obstacles, we have the Ace of Cups. Block, heart, numb, feeling, intimacy. So she's closed off, possibly closing off on something or a topic or a subject here or certain people. She's keeping things more private for a reason. All right, and then we have the Three of Pentacles as a blessing for her. And that is collaboration, skillful, and constructive feedback. So the blessing she's getting, things are working out better for her. Something she's been keeping an eye on, or something that's going to be working for her long distance, like not right away, later on. All right, this is all I got for Tulsi. Up next is Rubio. Okay, Rubio. Let's see what we got for you. Some of them came upside down. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to read them upside down, but we'll see. All right, Rubio. Let's see what we got for you. Am I hitting play? Yeah. Sometimes I forget to hit play, guys. All right. So when it comes to action, guys, keep in mind, again, you can purchase this on Etsy.com. The information in the description box. I'm using a sheet that you guys can have access to also. We have the Seven of Wands. When it comes to his action, we need to be aware of. He's defending something. He's standing his ground when it comes to something. He's asserting boundaries and he's standing firm. So he's defending something like 100% is all it's talking about. And whatever this is, it's something that he has a lot of opposition for. And why do I want to say that there's something about him blocking? He's blocking something from someone. There's blockage. His shirt has little X's, so it's like he's blocking something. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6 wands or something like that. It could be big, but he's blocking things, and he's standing his ground and defending this. Is what it's telling me. All right. So let's go ahead and move forward, and look at his green and then red flag. It's interesting. He has a star. I think Tulsi had a star also. So when it comes to his green flag, he's got the star. He's hopeful, encouraging, and healing presence. So I've never gotten when I've seen him a few times, he doesn't seem very aggressive to me. He just seems direct and straight to the point. And I can kind of see how some people see his energy being maybe even better than other people in his cabinet. All right. So Let's go ahead and look at his red flag. See, the red flag is the 7 of Cups. So red flag for him, it doesn't matter if it's reversed, because like some of these, they're not meant in reverse. We have delusional, avoids reality, and can't choose. So he's stuck on choices, and he needs to make a choice. And if he has too many choices, he gets stuck sometimes, and he needs help with that. Okay, so he's not seeing things clearly. His head is a cloud when there's too many choices. He needs help narrowing shit down for him. All right, that's what it's telling me. When it comes to obstacles and blessings, and we have here the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is bored, perfectionist, and sloppy. So either he's super focused on things that are super, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. My bad. Okay. I just realized that, like, what the hell? When it comes to his obstacle, the 8 of Wands, so ignore what I just said, is he's chaotic, delayed, and scattered. I think he is like that. Only when there's too many choices or too much going on. He wants to narrow shit down first, is what it's saying. Like, he'll do better when things are narrowed down. Now let's look at his blessing, and we have the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is, as a blessing, satisfied, gratified, and content. So it doesn't take a lot to keep this guy happy and satisfied somehow. So there's not a huge criteria or people need to do too much to keep him content and happy. There's just some basic stuff that he's happy and satisfied with. All right. So let's keep going. Up next is Musk. All right. When it comes to Musk, let's pull the cards. Let's start with the action we need to be aware of. And Musk. And his is justice. The action you need to be aware of that he's maybe taking is weighs options, decides fairly, and owns consequences. And it has to do, whatever this is mental. Look at that. Is that a head that it's all open, or is that a mouth? So I don't know. It has to do with something that was said, communicated, or it could be something that's weighing harshly on his mind, is what it's talking about. All right. Let's go move on with green and red flags. When it comes to a green flag for him, we have the Hierophant. All right. And for him, it's value-driven, principle, and steady. So he's trying to stick to some kind of tradition or belief here. Or trying to be sensible when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to the red flag, what is it with the 8 of Wands? The red flag for him is being rushed, impulsive decisions, and overwhelmed in pace. He's rushing things too fast. Like, almost like the Knight of Wands type of energy too. Alright, let's look at the obstacles he will be facing. I don't know when. It's just saying an obstacle he'll be facing. We have the 3 of Swords. The obstacle he's going to be facing is heartache, bitterness, and lingering hurt. So he's hurting over something and still feeling it. Alright, he's been cut too many times is what it's telling me somehow. When it comes to his blessing, we have the Tower. And he's truth revealed, liberation, and reset. So I think he will be helping or thinking that he's going to liberate people of some sorts and helping people do a reset of some sorts is what it's telling me. Alright, up next is Kennedy. Alright, we have Kennedy here. And then McMahon, I think we're done. Let me pause it. I hear somebody. Okay, so when it comes to Kennedy, let's go ahead and look at the action we need to be aware of. And we have, and it's interesting that honestly, I don't know why I was just like thinking, you know, he comes from a long line of people who were in politics and stuff, and they were really well known, like JFK and Bobby and all that stuff. So it's kind of interesting. They used to call, or I remember someone referenced, what's his name? And I'm sorry, his nephew, who was JFK's son, as, you know, Prince of Camelot, because they considered him in a political world here in America back in the day, I guess, like royalty of some sorts, because everybody was into, you know, politics, and there's no kingdom here in a way. But I thought that was kind of interesting. So let's look at the action. Is it true or not? I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they said online. So when it comes to an action we need to be aware of, we have the 7 of Wands, or the 7 of Spears. The action, he's going to be defending ground, asserting boundaries, and stands firm. So he is the Department of Health and Human Services. So I'm assuming he's going to defend his position when it comes to some changes he's going to be proposing. All right. So he's going to say that it's for our own health. That's pretty much what it's saying. So there's some new changes he's going to, or have already done, that he needs to defend himself when it comes to that. Okay. Moving on to green and red flags. The Hierophant, look at that. Somebody else got the Hierophant musket. When it comes to the green flag, we have the Hierophant, and that is value-driven, principle, and steady. So he in his, whether it's true or not, in his mind, he feels like he's trying to do the right thing, what it just boils down to. And then look at that, the Three of Swords, just like Musk, which is interesting too. We have the red flag, and that is the Three of Swords. That's bizarre. When it comes to that, unresolved heartache or heartbreak projects pain and easily triggered. So there's something that's still lingering for him that may be affecting his actions and or thoughts when it comes to heartache. Something he's still suffering from, and it could be just health-wise, right? So let's go ahead and look at obstacles, and the Priestess appears again. This Priestess has appeared before. I don't remember who had it. But we have the Priestess as an obstacle, and what that means is someone who's secretive, confusing, and withdrawn. Alright, what is, that's going to be an obstacle for him, if he's some kind of secret. Alright, so and then let's go ahead and look at the Seven of Shields, the Seven of Pentacles for his blessings. His blessing for the Seven of Pentacles is patience, someone who evaluates things in long-term view. His blessing will be cashing in on something because he's patient and he's looking out long-term. So he's not looking for a quick satisfaction or outcome. It's long-term, so it'll be bigger for him. All right, up next is McMahon. Okay, now we have McMahon. Linda, I think it's McMahon. Wasn't her husband recently, or ex-husband, I don't know what the hell he is, was like drinking and driving or some kind of horrible driving, but yet there's no sobriety test when they test his alcohol. So that looks pretty bad, don't you think? Why is it people like that never get, like, if I would have been driving like that, I would have gotten arrested, beat up, and probably accused of being drunk. But anyways, I just remember that. So what is the action that she's going to be focused on, or we need to be aware of? We have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, bonds with family, long-term happiness, and investment in home life. So she's going to be focused on home. I would too, especially your husband just being exposed for getting away with shit. But anyways, I'm trying to be non-biased. Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying. So what is the green and red flags, right? Green flag, and we have the Sun for her. That's a beautiful card in my opinion. And for that, we have joyful, transparent, and life-affirming. So, she just seems happiness, and she brings happiness somehow. That's what it tells. She focuses on some kind of nurturing energy and happiness. What is whore? Oh my God. Her red flag. Her red flag is an Ace of Swords, and is brutally. She's blunt, brutally, nitpicky, and overthinks everything. Alright, and what is an obstacle? Wow, another Three of Swords. What is an obstacle? And the Star. What is it with this team and the Star and the Swords? But anyways, what is it, obstacle that she's going to be facing? And that is the Three of Swords. Heartache, bitterness, and lingering hurt. Some kind of betrayal. Alright, and then what kind of blessing she's going to be getting? Hopeful, inspired, and healing. She'll heal whatever this is, she's going to overcome it. Alright, a lot of us would if we had a bunch of resources. Not trying to be rude. Okay, this is all I got, guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.